everybody, welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. Hopefully my internet stays with us. My husband and I were watching a little bit of TV earlier and it was glitching out on us, but hopefully things, cross our fingers, are going to be good for this evening. So hopefully you guys all have had a great day. My daughter texted me a little bit ago, well, actually early this morning, and said, do you want to go to IKEA? And well, I can't pass up spending quality time with her and going to IKEA. So I spent the entire day with my daughter. So that was actually pretty fun and exciting. Nothing tragic happened on the drive like last time with my other daughter. It was crazy. But hopefully you guys had a good day. Hello, Heather. Good evening. So I am going to be playing with a new stamp set tonight. It's called Sweet Treats. If you haven't seen it in the catalog, I know it's a little hard to see that way, but I'll flip it down for you. When we flip down, I'll show you as well. I have found a really cute way to use this set, so I'm super excited to show you. Last week, I actually prepped all of these because I didn't know what this week was going to be like with my brother-in-law and all of his appointments. But so I was actually free today, so it worked out well. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Jane. Hello, Monique. Good evening, ladies. So I'm going to flip you down just so I can show you a couple of the projects. So this is the stamp set we're going to be playing with. It's called Sweet Treats. And I wanted to bring in one of the cards. It's in a cellophane, so hopefully you guys can see it okay. This is one of the cards that I created for a swap that I was in. I actually created this at the July retreat, and this is the same set that I used. So I used the kind of little casing is here, and then the base is right here, and then the little cupcake, and I colored the cupcake in the stand. So it was a super cute and fun card. And today's card is just as cute as that one. So these are the two that I created to do tonight. We are going to hopefully have time to do a third one. I wanted to bring in and use this little candy apple right here. So we'll see if we have time. But these two I'm definitely going to show you how to make. And it is not the Magenta Madness or polished pink cardstock, but I did use Magenta Madness ink. So I did get a little bit of pink in our Facebook Live. So let me bring in the things that you need. Let's see who else logged on. Jessica logged on. Hello, Anna, Amanda. Hello, everybody. Hello, Barbara. So this is Granny Apple Green, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold that and give that a good crease. Oh, there's my bone folder. It was hiding. So I'm going to set this aside. And I have 2 pieces of basic white, and these measure 5 inches by 3 3/4. And you don't have to worry about writing these measurements down. Everything's in the description on the live. And then I have a piece of basic black. This is 2 3/4 by 5. And then I have 3 pieces of our basic white, and they are 2.5 by 1.5, and I have 3 pieces of those. So actually, you know what? Since we did what are they called? Since we have one with the cupcakes and one with the hearts already, let's do the candy apple. Whew, that was really hard to say. So I'm going to start with the Bermuda Bay and bring in my candy apple. And I actually just brought in a crumb cake and my blender pen just because I thought this might be super cute. Oh, look what I just did. I did it on the wrong side. Oh, whose brain is not working right now? How many of you guys have ever done that? Or you go to ink your image up and it's your cell phone that you stamp it on? Yeah, that's just me. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up in the Bermuda Bay. And I'm just going to randomly stamp around. Nothing specific, just randomly stamping. And then I want to bring in my blender pen and I'm going to blend these a little bit. So you do want to use your blender pen while the ink is still a little wet. And you don't have to do anything with it. You're literally just going to color in the circles, and you can see how it's bringing in the color. Now, if you want it a little bit darker, you can take your ink pad, close it up, and give it a good pinch. And then when you open it, you're going to have ink on the top of your lid. So you're just going to grab some ink and then make this a little bit darker. And you don't have to have a blender pen for each color that you use. I'm going to show you what you do to change different colors. So I may not do all of these just because it's a little time consuming, and I'm sure you guys want to get the kids to bed and sit down and watch some TV. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more ink. Let me do, I'll at least do this one full. So I'm just picking up some ink and I'm coloring the top of the candy apple. And now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub it on my pad beside me. And once it's clear, you can change your colors. This one is definitely a dark color, but you can see how it's starting to fade. So now it's super clear, so we can use it on a different color. So let me bring in the crumb cake. I'm going to give that a good pinch. So the ink is at the top. And I'm just going to pick up some crumb cake and come down here and color the base of the candy apple. You could definitely use your blender pens as well. I just thought I haven't used, your blender markers. I haven't used the blender pen in a while, so that's why I decided to grab it. So there we go. So we'll at least do this one full, and then the other ones I'll do after. But at least you get the picture on how to use a blender pen. They're definitely fun. And it kind of gives your apple, because all apples are not the same. And you could color this any color. You could color it green like the Granny Smith, or red like the, what is it, Golden Delicious or something delicious. What's your favorite apple? I don't eat apples very often. My husband loves them. And if we do buy them, we take them down to the horses that are beneath us. So we're always feeding the apples to them. So I am just going to finish coloring these guys. These ones are definitely going to be a little bit more of a labor of love because you're coloring. But it looks super cute. Red Delicious, thank you. I was close. Honeycrisp, those are good. I forget the ones that I like, but God forbid I like an inexpensive apple. Mine are always the most expensive. But I always forget the name of them. I have to be at the grocery store looking to know which ones they are. Pink Ladies, oh yes. Pink is definitely one that I would love. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this off so when I use it again, it's going to be nice and clean. And it will stain the tip, but it totally doesn't matter. There we go, almost clean. There we go. Okay, so now that we colored the one, we can stamp the other guys. Let me clean my stamp off, and I'm going to bring in the Granny Apple Green. Let's try not to stamp it on the wrong side this time. And you do want to make sure you have a surface underneath you when you're stamping, because you are stamping off of this little guy. So you're just going to fill up the retail area. Put one over here. Let's do just a handle right there, and we'll come over here. There we go. And then our last color is going to be Melon Mambo. This would be cute for Halloween when you're doing your dunking for apples. I have not dunked for apples since I've been little. Hopefully I'm still live, because I got something on my computer saying that I might not be live. So hopefully everything's still a go. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to set this aside because we're going to use it again. I will go back in and color these guys. I just wanted to do the one just to kind of show you how to put them together. So we're going to take our basic black piece, and at first I just lined them up just so I kind of had an idea of how much spacing needed to go in between them. So that looks pretty good. Okay, good. I'm still live. I don't know why my iPad just said you might not be live right now. Okay, so I'm going to grab some adhesive and put on the back. So I'm going to glue the one to the left side, and then I'm going to come over here and glue the one to the right. I'm going to set those down. Yes, they do need Halloween. They spell Halloween all over them. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down, and then we can start assembling our card. Okay, so I'm going to push this aside while that's drying. I'm going to bring in the piece that goes on the front, and I want to stamp my sentiment first. Let's do, any way you slice it, I'm thinking of you. So let's do that one first. And then, as if you mess up when you're stamping, you can always flip it over, but once you glue this piece down, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I'm going to ink this up in our mementos. I'm going to come down here and hopefully I get it straight. Oh, that's not too shabby. Then I'm going to bring this guy in, and he's the same exact size as your basic white piece. So I'm just going to tuck it up into the corners. There we go. And then we have this beautiful ribbon that I literally cannot stop using. It is the black and white gingham. Oh my goodness. If you do the penguin class to go, you will actually get a full bolt of this ribbon that's included in your kit. So it is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to come in and just put a piece around the bottom. Bring in my snips. And do remember, I will color the rest of these little apples. I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what it would look like. There we go. And I already pre-tied some bows so you wouldn't have to sit and watch me. And I'm going to put that right there. There we go. Now we can glue this down to our card base. And I like to put a little dab of glue right over the ribbon. That just helps hold it in place, even though the mini glue dot is not going to go anywhere. Just a little extra. There we go. Look how easy and cute that card is. It will be much cuter once those two are colored as well. So let's move on to the hearts. I don't know if the hearts or if the cupcakes are my favorite. So let's start with the Granny Apple Green. And we're going to literally just do the same thing. We're going to randomly stamp these around. Some are going to go off, some are going to go on. We'll do one in the middle. You just want to cover up all of your whites. There we go. You're going to make sure to wipe your stamp off before you switch to a different color. Let's bring the Melon Mambo in. And this one, the stamp, oh snap, look what I did. Oh, let's see if I can go over that. Oh, you know what? There's always two sides to your sheet, right? And if I mess this side up, we'll just do 2 cards because I didn't bring any more scraps over. There we go. Let's do a little piece right there. And I thought, let's do a little one right here. There we go. So the heart is done. Let's rinse it off before we move to our last color. And that's Bermuda Bay. I know it gets a little messy right here, so hopefully it's still, you guys can still see it okay. And your images will get stained because you're using them, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, I did that again on there. Well, hopefully it won't be too noticeable. Apparently I'm not pushing hard enough. Okay, so there's the hearts. Let's bring in our piece so we can stamp our sentiment on it. This one I'm going to use the Love You, hint, hint, the hearts. I actually didn't put these on the blocks prior like a goofball. So this one I'm just going to come right down in the same corner. Let's get the ink out of the way. I just know I'm going to put my finger in it. And it doesn't matter which color that you put first. So I just want to line them up so I know right about the same size on all sides. That looks pretty good. Put some adhesive on it. So I'm just showing you a different way to use the images inside the stamp sets. There we go. My fingers are already inky. Do your guys' fingers get inky when you're crafting? Yes, mine definitely do. Okay, so that is still a tiny bit wet. I'm just going to press it down for a second. Okay, that should be okay. I'm going to flip it over and put some adhesive on the back. Lay this right on there, line it up. Bring in our ribbon. I'm just going to line it up and cut a piece off, just so I don't have to have the whole spool beside me. Yes, inky digits, that is right. I think I wear more of the colors than I'm actually getting on my cards sometimes. And I was going to show you guys the card that I had made. I posted the picture this morning. But I had already dropped it off at work when I wasn't going to take it till tomorrow, and I was going to show you guys tonight. But when my daughter asked me to go to IKEA, we were driving right by work, so I went ahead and took it in so people could sign it early. Put that there. We're going to grab our card base. Put some adhesive on the back. There we go. Super fun and so cute. So we have the hearts. We're going to do the cupcakes next. And then we did the little candy apples. Okay, let's do one more if we have time. Oh yeah, we definitely have time. So this one I actually brought in a different color card base. We are doing the Bermuda Bay. So I was using the Bermuda Bay ink. And this one I thought, let's bring in the same card base. So let's set those aside, and we're going to bring in the cupcake. Grab Bermuda Bay. It's just what's right beside me. And you could definitely even use the same ink for your sentiment. I just decided to do something a little bit different. There we go. This one's going to be full of cupcakes. My friend Rachel, she makes the most amazing cupcakes I have ever eaten. I was talking to her yesterday, and I was like, do you realize that I ate 4 of your cupcakes the last time you brought them over? 4 yummy cupcakes. Nobody needs to eat 4, but you can't stop eating them. They are so good. Anybody that has had hers can contest that they are amazing. Okay, so let's do our last color is Magenta Madness. She is the cupcake queen. I definitely agree. She made some filled ones for me. Oh my goodness. And then she made some white chocolate ones. Oh, so yummy. So if you ever need a cupcake lady, message me. I'll get you her info. Okay, so let's glue these down so it will dry a little bit, and then we'll stamp the sentiments. So let's do there. Vicki and I made her, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 of these cards at the retreat. So she would have some cards to send out because she's a cupcake queen. And we use this sets. Dark chocolate and orange. Oh, I've never tasted that one of hers. She's holding out on me. I'm going to have to message her. Just putting adhesive on the back of these guys. Good evening, Martine. How are you? And Stephanie, I see you logged on. Hopefully I caught everybody that's watching. If I didn't, I apologize. It's because I was concentrating on stamping and not making a mess of it. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside just for a quick second. Bring in the piece here. And this one, let's do a happy birthday because we can. And it's a sentiment in the sets. So I'm going to grab the happy birthday, put it on my block. And remember, stamp before you glue this on, just in case it's cattywampus, you can flip it over. But I don't know if I could do that again. That was 3 in a row that I didn't mess up. Okay, let's flip this over. Add some adhesive. And if you're just logging on, this black and white gingham ribbon that I'm using, I am featuring this in the Penguin class to go, so you will get an entire bolt of this ribbon included in your kit. So if this ribbon is on your wish list and the Penguin set, it is definitely worth getting the class to go. So I'm just going to wrap this around. I think the black gingham just makes this card pop. Flip that. There we go. Let's grab our ribbon. Put that right in the center. I'm going to close up this ink pad before I stick my hand in it. And then we can glue this down. Look, we just made 4 cards. Did we do 3 or 4? In no time. And if you like the description, or if you like this layout, I did include the descriptions on each of the pieces in the beginning of the Facebook Live. So it'll be there on the replay. And I do have a couple pieces to go on the inside, just so you can write your sentiments. Since it's a dark card base color, I like to put a piece of white on the inside. And you could definitely, let's make sure this is, okay, that's the cupcake. So you could grab your ink. Let me make sure it's clean so I don't cross-contaminate colors. You could come in, ink this up, and put a cupcake in the corner. There we go. Bam. You just decorated the inside of your card. And you could even do more. Oh, that would actually be super cute. Hold on. Let's do that. Because my girlfriend once said that the more real estate that's taken up on the inside, the less you have to write. So unless you want to write a lot, then you don't have to do this part, but you totally can. So let me clean this off, and we'll do one last one. So this one definitely has a lot less real estate that you have to write. And you could definitely decorate your envelope with the stamps as well. But this stamp was probably one of my first purchases because I loved the cake plate and the little dome that goes over it. And I loved the cupcakes and the heart. Literally, it was like such a fun set. Okay, that is your cards for tonight. Let me bring them in. So we did the candy apples, and I'll finish coloring those later. We did the hearts and 2 of the cupcakes that are in different cardstock colors. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. I already have Thursday's card ready, and I think we all should wear polka dots on Thursday for our Facebook Live. Even though I can't see you guys at home, I will still know that you're wearing polka dots because I will try to remember to wear polka dots. Maybe I'll put a reminder on my phone, wear polka dots on Thursday. We might be doing something with polka dots, and they're super duper cute. Okay, if you need anything, feel free to reach out. I will be up for a few more hours. I went to bed really early and slept in this morning, so I am raring to go. So if you need anything, feel free to reach out, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. And card class is on Saturday and Monday, so if you're free for card class, it's a fun, fancy fold. I do have some more space available. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.